Hello and welcome, we're back in Mount and Blade Warband. It's a glitch here and we're in post. This is all done in post audio. It's a format I'd like to try. As you can see, I've taken over a significant margin of the area around Dirham, castles, and even another city, Ravedin, which I gave to Lady Mateld, I believe? I think that's the one. Yeah. I apologize for the delay in videos. My mic broke, which kind of forced my hand in the matter of making this post audio. But nevertheless, we are back in the game. As you can see, there is a little bit of lag. I say a little bit, it's a little bit for me. Lately my computer has been showing its age, as it were. Oh, there's one of the lords attacking Ravedin. Yeah, so I grabbed all this land, and the lords obviously were not very happy that I took all that land. We're currently at war with the Nords, as of when this video is going up. They're putting up quite a fuss, as you can imagine. They are defending their homeland after all. As you can see, the lag is already affecting my already bad shot. But I did get a triple kill there, so not that bad. You might have noticed that. Oh, here we go. Ran out of arrows, so I had to go in hand to hand. You might have noticed that I've got a better voice. I sound much better. And that is because I had to get a new mic, as you probably could have surmised by my previous comment. Oh man, I am looking fools. And this is me unconscious. They surrounded me, and I was knocked unconscious, but I didn't want to lose Ravedin for Lady Mattel, so I just sat there and let the people, the rest of my people, kill their people. If that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Totally. Now that we've secured Ravedin, I realized that not all of the Nords were defeated, as you can see by the mass amounts of Nords leaving the area. Was that Jarl Aiden? Yeah. He decided to stick around and attack me afterwards. Maybe I attacked him. I think I actually engaged him, but as you can see, I'm just positioning my troops here. Same old, same old. I put the Nord archers up front because they're more heavily armed. And then the Rodok archers behind the Serenade archers. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're all Nord archers, Serenade archers, or Rodok archers. It's just that that's how I've labeled the various troops so that I'm able to gather them up like this, in formation like this. Since I started getting cavalry from rescuing things, and also the Khergit cavalry troops, I've had all of my cavalry follow me and behind enemy lines, and that seems to work pretty well. I just can't attack too soon, or the people will still be out of range of supporting us, the archers, that is. I apologize for my sniffling. I am ill, but I decided to make the video anyway, just because, you know, you guys have been waiting. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll keep this post-commentary thing going. I kind of like the reactions I have as I play. I don't know if you guys do or not, but sometimes that makes for more exciting gameplay footage to watch when the commentator is actually unawares of what's going on. It has been a couple of days since I actually recorded this footage, but so I don't remember at all. As you can see, my cavalry has kind of spread their troops out thin, and my archers are picking them off, and the various troops that I've rescued are coming in and attacking in melee. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if you want post-commentary or live commentary. I think until I hear otherwise from a bunch of you, I will go back to live commentary whenever possible. Sometimes it's not possible to record voice at the moment, but I want to get the footage done, so that might happen that way. I don't know. I'm sorry about your horse. Shot that poor guy's horse. He lived. Of course, he's armored. As you can probably see, I've got new armor, and you saw it at the beginning, the new armor. Oh, jump cut. And a new horse. I got a new horse. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we're finally using that war bow we saved away. I never officially mentioned it, but it was sitting in the bottom of my inventory forever because I couldn't use it. But now I think that's the one we're using, which pretty much takes out fools in one shot. I think in this video I get my the achievement that is get your archery skill to rank 250. I think so. Either while this is going on or just after is when I got it. I think it's later here in the video. Anyway, so Robin Hood is significantly better at shooting dudes with his bow now, which is always good. He can't quite, and this is kind of where I want him to be by the end of the series, is I want him to be able to walk at the same time he's shooting. Because right now that is impossible. The reticule? Yeah, reticule is just so large whenever you take a single step. And that makes sense, because it's you moving rather than a horse moving. But still, I want to go in Legolas style, running into battle, specifically during sieges, walking. Oh, I killed my own troop there. As you can see, I'm frustrated. He actually died too. He didn't just fall unconscious. I killed him. Lost morale for that, but I think my guys are fine. Yeah, but I want to go in Legolas style and just walk up the ladder while shooting guys, and I think that'll be cool. That would be cool. I don't know if it's even possible. I've been playing Mount & Blade for a long time, and I've never gotten a character to that point. This is, however, the highest I've gotten an archery skill, so maybe. Where are we now? Oh, we're back in Dirham. I'm just checking up on what's going on. Because we're not currently sieging, I didn't want to induct these lords into my service yet, because they'll get increasingly angry with me if they aren't fiefed, if they don't get a fiefdom. But they're okay just standing there until I induct them, so that works. I found a bunch of my guys outside of Kundar. I'm gonna mispronounce that. Kundar Castle. Waiting to siege it. I made Lord Garth the sheriff so that I wouldn't have to deal with that. Yeah, I'm a king. I shouldn't have to deal with all that hassle. So Lord Garth is doing a wonderful job sieging this castle. I decided to join them in the assault, which was probably a bad idea. They'd probably do better without me. You know, solo I can take a castle with my archer guys just because I can stand back and let them kill everyone. But in this case, of course, they're going to send their troops right in, and since my troops are taking away from the total value, the total value of troops that they can have at one time, if I call back my troops, then they'll be left alone. Luckily, I think I'm one of the only lords in this battle, so I command all of the troops. I didn't see any of the other lords anyway. I'm not sure if that's how that works. As you can see, I'm pulling my troops back because they rushed up for some reason. I don't know why they did it. It was like they broke command and went forward. I've run out of arrows at this point, and this is a tactic I use during sieges a lot. Is when I run out of arrows, I put up my shield and I walk up the ladder and I grab a bunch of the arrows that have been shot by my troops, and it works pretty well. I've filled my arrow repository quiver. That's the one. I don't know why I couldn't think of quiver to maximum before doing this, and it kind of feels like cheating, because normally when I'm out of arrows we would retreat and go back into the battle, especially if it's just a ladder battle. As you can see, we've kind of at this point stormed the walls, and because no one was on the walls anymore, so we went up there and we took care of the rest of the guys with relative ease. I think we lost a guy or two doing this. Yeah, there's that guy. Oh no, there was a lord, I think. Huh. I don't know how that works. I don't know whose troops I can command. Maybe because I'm the king, I can command everyone's troops, regardless. King Ragnar is sieging Ravenna again. Oh, my voice cracked! King Ragnar sieging Ravenna, not a nice guy. Here he's asking me, and you guys can probably just read that, to lend him Jaramus, the surgeon, because one of his troops is really sick, injured, but and I think about this for a little bit. I wasn't sure exactly how it worked because I didn't want to lose Jaramus because I'm about to fight him, and I didn't want my troops to outright die if at all possible. But I do need to increase my relations with the various kings. And since King Ragnar is definitely a king, I decided, okay, alright, maybe he'll make peace with us, so we don't have to wipe him out, right? But, so I do that, and I'm not sure how it works. Apparently you're supposed to wait a little bit, but since I'm attacking him anyway, I don't know. It's very complicated. So as you can see, King Ragnar has quite the significant group of troops here. And I end up on my face again. Luckily, oh my gosh, again? Yeah, like I said, sick. As you can see, we did end up defending the castle. My troops just had to do it without me this time. I'm not very good at defending a castle. Taking it is another story, but I'm not very good at that. I decided to go talk to him because I wanted to give him Jeremis. I thought, oh, I still have to give him Jeremis. That was not the case. My only option was to kill all of his troops and leave him unconscious. But, you know, that's not the worst thing. At the very least, I can get the king either captured or send him back home with 0 troops. So, it's a win-win for me if I can win the battle. Since he's not of the Khajiit Khanate and we have 1,000 archers, then I'm pretty confident at this point in the battle. You might have noticed that I have been fast-forwarding the battles a little bit. And that's just because you've seen all this before. You know, I didn't want to bore you. The exciting bits are highlighted. Unfortunately, that means that the in-game music and all audio associated with the in-game has to stop. I believe that's how it is in Movie Maker, anyway. I don't know if... Yeah, I'm still using Movie Maker. Need to get on the on that level, bro. But anyway, the... I think the audio just stops at this point, yeah. We'll get it back in just a second, but that's what's happening. Your headphones aren't broken, I promise. See? There's the music again. I do love the soundtrack in this game. It does seem to be very loud, no matter what happens. But, oh well. I let him go. I shouldn't have. He was one of the mean ones. I meant to keep him. And then King Ragnar escaped, unfortunately. But he doesn't have any troops left, so he'll have to go recoup. Let's see. We're waiting here for some reason. Oh, I think we're healing up at this point. Yeah. Telrog Castle. Oh, right! Yeah, they're sieging Telrog. No, I'm sieging Telrog. That's right. Oh, man. Like I said, a couple days ago. Oh, well. So, another battle like this. You've seen these sieges before. We eventually take everyone out, and he is the last remaining guy. He is a brave soldier, let me tell you. See all those guys rush him like that? I'd have jumped off the other side. But I'm a coward, so Robin Hood isn't. Let's be clear about that. Now, we are still sticking with the theme of Robin Hood. The only problem is, with the rules-wise anyway, is that when someone is raiding a village, I can't necessarily attack them due to the fact that it would start a war. And I think that still counts in the rules that I've laid out, because if I were to attack them, then we would eventually be defeated by a greater force. Since we're already at war with people, it's hard to start one by attacking those raiding villages. Another problem I see with it is those of my own faction raid villages. There's no way that I can see to stop that. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm just being stupid, but as you can see, I'm taking Tyr at this point, another city. I've taken, I think there was one other city besides this, before this rather. Fast forwarding again. I shoot my arrows for a while, getting a bunch of kills. I need to, in the next video, show off the stats, because I think I've killed well over 1,000 people with my bow, and I think I can show that at the camp. After some time, I've finally run out of arrows. 2 arrows left, anyway. Get out my sword and shield. As you can see, they're actually leaving the castle, which is odd. They don't usually leave. Oh, there! You could see it for a second there, me moving on foot while holding back the bow. The reticule just... it's huge. It's hard to aim at anyone. And the arrow can fly anywhere in that reticule, so you don't want to shoot if your troops are there. Oh well. It'll be fine. I got a little worried actually, because they still vastly outnumbered us at this point, and they seemed to be all rushing out of the castle down our ladders. And they're actually holding ground and pushing forward. I decided to cut to this guy attacking me because it was kind of an epic fight. With the fire behind him and him blocking and me blocking. That fight kind of embodies what I love so much about this game is, you know, the fighting in the game is so in-depth, yet somehow simple enough for it to work in a game. I just love it. This whole siege was a lot of fun. Them coming down the walls unexpectedly was a neat thing to happen. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's a feature, because I've never had my guys leave the ladder. I don't think. I haven't defended very often, though. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if the lag is just on my end and if it'll actually show up in the video, but the lag's pretty bad on my end. So I apologize for that. There are a lot of guys on screen, so it was definitely lagging at this point, but as you can see, there are some people still up on the walls. They are valiantly defending the walls still. I find that when sieging towns, the initial siege isn't even the hardest part. It's when you're alone with some of your, a handful of your troops, even 4 or 5 at best, against sometimes 10 of their troops in the streets and then in the castle later. Spoiler alert. But yeah, as you can see, we're in the streets, and the defenders are holding us off a little bit here. We do fine. We end up doing fine. As you can see, we end up killing them all, but it is a little hairy sometimes, especially when I die, and I don't know if my companions are up to the task of killing the rest of them. And with Robin Hood being so good with the bow, he's average at best with everything else he does. So, I mean, he's pretty good with the one-handed sword, because that's a secondary weapon, but not as good as like Borcha is. And he's half our level, I think, at this point. So, Borch is kind of our bodyguard. That's kind of how I see him. We take the city and we set free and capture the Jarls defending it. A lot of the kingdom of the Nords was at this, we're at tier. So, we did pretty good. Here I'm just upgrading and recruiting. As you can see, we do get a bunch of non-archer troops that way. I usually garrison them because I do like the all-archer group, army thing. But oh, I'm sorry. This is Sargoth. Sargoth is the one. Right, that's their capital, huh? Yeah, Tyr's the one to the west of here? Right. We do eventually attack Tyr. Not in this video, and I don't think in a video. Well, there's my land now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe if you liked it.